Hey guys, welcome back. This is Sim Sports delivering you another great NBA 2K Resurrected video. That's right, I'm bringing back this series, and today we are going to pay respect to one of the Celtics all-time greats, Paul Pierce. He recently got his jersey retired, so I was inspired and thought, hey, why not make a video about him and add him onto my 2K Resurrected Legends series. So here it is, guys. So how could we make it fair for the league? I'm not just going to add a legend to this Boston Celtics team. I'm going to make this fair and take Gordon Hayward out of the roster and put Paul Pierce in his spot to make the league a bit more balanced. Another thing I should point out, we are going to be using a primed Paul Pierce. We're going to snatch the 25-year-old Paul Pierce from the 2002-2003 season, where he averaged nearly 26 points per game, and have him play in today's game. So without further ado, let's see what results we get on 2K and let's simulate this season. It is the regular season and the league welcomes back the 10-time All-Star who's rejuvenated and is 25 years old again. Paul Pierce joins the team that he's always loved and won a championship with, the Boston Celtics. He's been very outspoken about this young Boston Celtics team. He's been very confident about this team, too confident that early in this season he picked them to make a finals appearance and end LeBron's final run in the East.
These are guys who are hungry for a championship. Boston knows that they're close. They've been to the Eastern Conference Finals. They won the East last year. They figure the next step is going to the finals. With the addition of Kyrie Irving, they are going to come out the East. They have a leader, they have a closer, they have probably, in my opinion, right behind Greg Popovich, the second best coach in the NBA. So I think they have everything needed to be a championship contender. And I think, you know, if they play the Cavs this year, I believe they have enough to do it, and I believe they will win.
So with that being said, I'm sure he had no problem joining and fitting in with this team. Now, something that stood out was that Paul Pierce didn't have the numbers he had when Jim O'Brien was his coach, or when he was playing with Antoine Walker. Instead, he had to play selfless in Brad Stevens' coaching system. You have to remember that Kyrie and Al Horford was also in this team, so instead of averaging 26 points per game, he still did pretty good and averaged 23 points per game. His season high came against the Magic early in the season, where he scored 46 points and of course won that game. Adding Pierce to this team made them a better team offensively and in the three-point as well. However, this wasn't the same team defensively that they are now. They're 8th in points allowed, allowing nearly 105 points per game. In real life, they're 2nd in points allowed, so they've got worst defensively. Kyrie Irving and Paul Pierce make the All-Star game, and this makes it the 11th appearance in the All-Star game for Paul Pierce, joining D. Wade, Allen Iverson, and a few others that have had the honor 11 times. Towards the end of the season, the Boston Celtics are East favorites, finishing the regular season with a 57-25 record and home playoff advantage throughout the East. It's time for the playoffs. Round 1, they go up against the 8th seed, the Indiana Pacers. A lot of close games, and Victor Oladipo was no joke out there, giving his everything, but the Pacers lost a close one. The Celtics won that series 4-1 and advanced against the 76ers. The 76ers upset the Washington Wizards in the previous round and have proven to not underestimate this young team, especially now that they're healthy. The 76ers really gave the Celtics a run for their money.
Right now to make sure he did not release it in time as the officials originally ruled. Well, they had thought they had the game already won. Now they've got their fingers crossed.
And guys, big games like this in the NBA playoffs, you appreciate the benefit of instant replay to make sure they get the call right.
And they're going to count it. After looking at the replay, they ruled that he 7-got the shot off in time. GA, they've won it on The buzzer beater.
Kevin, you talk about winning it at the very last second.
I thought it was almost over when the 76ers were up 3-1 against the Celtics. But the Celtics came back to win Game 5 and then Game 6 in a nail-biter that went all the way to overtime. Embiid had a clutch moment to send it to overtime. And then Pierce saved the season for the Celtics with a crucial three-pointer that won them the game. Clutch.
Pierce has just simply been sensational.
Game 7 was in Boston, and the Celtics took care of business, winning the series 4-3. And it's time for the Eastern Conference Finals, and I guess 2K is not a fan of the new look Cavaliers, as they had them lose in the previous round to the Toronto Raptors. So now it's the Toronto Raptors versus the Boston Celtics in the conference finals, and the Celtics pretty much took control the whole series, winning 4-1 and to be crowned the Eastern Conference champions. It's time for the grandest stage in basketball, the NBA Finals. The Boston Celtics meet the reigning champions, Golden State Warriors. Let's be serious, guys. I thought the Celtics were going to have a chance against the Warriors. It turns out this series looked a lot like last year's series with the Cavaliers. Warriors dominated the whole series, winning 4-1 and crowned back-to-back NBA champions. This marks the end of the video, and go ahead and like this video for Paul Pierce. Whether you're a Celtics fan or not, Paul Pierce is a future Hall of Famer without a doubt. And respect to the truth. Congrats for having your jersey number retired. And that's gonna do it for this one. Hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to subscribe. Until next time, peace.